Hey, what's up, guys? We're doing a unboxing of a JBC hot air station. Comes with three nozzle tips. This ain't the extra model that you get with all the little suction pieces and all that. This is just the base model. It retails for about $1,760. Pretty pricey, but it's worth it. I have the soldering station. The soldering station is awesome. Uh, versus 2 minutes to a minute for your soldering gun to heat up versus 2 seconds is worth it. So let's unbox this video and let's check out this hot air station. Now this hot air station is for more or less for bigger BGA work. And you notice that they package their stuff well. You gotta lift this box out of the other box. We get it out. Alright, so we got the hot air station now. So like I said, this is a JT-1QD hot air station. I didn't put that model out there. But let's unbox this. Nice little handle case, you notice. Nice boxing, packaging that they do. You ain't gonna get this out of another hot air station. So it opens like a briefcase almost. So therefore, we got the instruction manual, all different tips, obviously a soldering station, different cartridges and stuff, different stations you could buy. This is JT-QD model manual that they gave me. So this is going to come with a JT-SD stand, 3 nozzle tips. So you got the 3 nozzle tips, and then you'll have the hot air gun, and you'll have the station and the power cord. And you can also buy other accessories from JBC for doing small BGA rework instead of using a big machine. If you don't have a big machine. So it just goes over, this is manual. So as we're unboxing this here, we got the actual nozzle. Look at this nozzle, look at this length that you got here. You see that length that you got? That's pretty long length there. And you can see the base tip of the nozzle. I mean, how they package everything, it's like quality built. Also, they have a nice little connection feature. It also plugs in, then also screws in. You have the spring action here, stop the hose from kinking on both sides. So we'll put that to a side. I mean, just look how good that they do their packaging. So obviously we got the power cord here. That's gonna go on the back of the base. The soldering station that has the power cord goes underneath the station, which is kind of cool. So we'll toss that to the side. Then we got the three nozzle tips that I was telling you guys about. For rework, I like this bent tip. It's nice, perfect size. Really, the two other tips I really don't use unless you have a really small component or kind of big. But I just always like to prefer the bent nozzle. So those are the three tips there that you get through JBC. So we'll set that to the side. Also, we got the base here. This is the base right here. So this is adjustable right here. You can set the different height, how you want it, how it to sit. You got where the nozzles sit off. You could also take the nozzles off when they're hot, in a sense, off here by pulling off the nozzles if they're not on there too tight. So basically you put your nozzles here, you know, the ones that you're not using, the base. Noted. When the hot air gun is on here, it creates a kind of weight barrier, so you gotta be careful not to sit there and make sure your nozzle doesn't fall out or the hot air gun doesn't fall out of the holder itself, because of the weight of the hot air gun and all that. It's kind of somewhat equal, but good station. A lot of weight to it. You got the cord right here on the other side here. This is a connector. Got a nice connector here. Make good connection with the base, the back of the base. And this is gonna recognize every time you turn your hot air gun on and you put it in the holder station here, it should turn off and power off. So therefore you don't have to turn it off or anything. Also, you have a lot of features with this hot air station versus a lot of other hot air stations. None comes compared to this JBC. Pulling chips off is like pulling butter. It's basically butter compared to other hot air stations that I've messed with and I've had in the past. Also noted that JBC will give you a credit for your old hot air station. Maybe that's not known, you know, but they will credit you a certain amount of cash towards your hot air station and a discount by you trading in your old hot air station. Doesn't matter what it is, really, too much. As long as it's crappy hot air station or soldering station, whatever, towards a hot air station or a soldering station, you can apply that credit towards a new unit from them. And let me say, they do stand behind their products. They also give you a warranty like no other company. They stand behind your products. If you have an issue with any other hot air guns, soldering guns, anything, tips, anything, they will take care of you. They will send you out another one, no problem, no questions asked. Also noted, you send out the defective item that was broken, they'll overview it, look at it. If that's not the case and the damage wasn't caused by you, they will send you out another item free of charge. Awesome company. I trust them, stand behind them. Well, enough about that. Let's pull out the actual unit itself here. This is the actual unit right here. Pretty light, nice unit. You know, you got the vacuum suction here, which is not noted, but vacuum suction, like if you want to pull off a chip through vacuum, You just hit this button and it'll vacuum suck it. As long as you have a hose attached to it. There's a connector where you plug in the hot air gun and the connector, and you're gonna screw it tight. Also, you have the on and off switch here. You have the buttons to toggle off temperature menu. You got the menu features, nice menu feature that they got set up in this. Also, if you note that different temperatures switching between temperatures and temperatures and hot air flow, it'll also really quick, really quick. And switching back and forth between the two. I like that feature. Nice quality built. Nice case. You can stack them on top of each other, which is nice. So my soldering station I can plop right down on top of here. Matches right up with these notches here. So they have all different tastes. I would imagine this is for the nano soldering station, maybe. I would say this is for the bigger soldering stations. Also, if we turn around here, we notice we have the connectors in the back here. So basically we have the stand, the pedal, so if it's in the stand it'll shut off. We also have the power adapter here. I got the 120 volt model. Other countries you have like 220 or whatever, 210. So I hope you guys like the review of the JBC soldering station. Like I said, this hot air gun that I have here is more for less bigger rework and smaller. If you're going with a smaller unit hot air gun, then it'd be for a smaller rework. But they have two different models of the hot air gun itself, so you might want to see what works best for you. Hopefully this review works, and hope it helps everybody else out trying to purchase a nice hot air station. I advise them to go with JBC. They stand behind their quality, they stand behind their product, and stuff works awesome like no other. Hope this helps you guys. Wish you guys the best. Talk to you later.